Hello, I'm Elizabeth Yusevich, Chair of Rotary's Girls Empowerment Global Task Force. It is my pleasure to moderate this panel that gives voice and hope to millions of girls and women facing gender-based violence. Today, we are talking about Head to Heart, a project started by Rotary Girls Empowerment Assistant Ambassador Emily O'Ryan. Emily was outraged by the high femicide rate in South Africa and took action to make a difference. Head to Heart is the first youth-led, youth-focused gender violence prevention curriculum in South Africa. Initially funded by the sale of happy jerseys and happy scarves made by survivors of gender violence, Head to Heart is now a fully funded Rotary Foundation global grant project with the support of Rotary and Rotaract members all over the world. This video tells the story of Head to Heart. Let's watch.
My name is Emily O'Ryan and I run a project in partnership with Rotary called Head to Heart. It's a global grant which seeks to train 25 young facilitators in peace building in South Africa. The project stems directly from a personal experience of losing loved ones to gender-based violence. In 2021, this was a call for support by young people who get up every morning passionate about their community and passionate to see peace. But the support just wasn't enough. Eventually, something called a happy jersey made its way to the United States, speaking of our message to build peace in South Africa. Because then you can actually step into your power and engage with someone. Because now we're both in gear, we both got something to share. That's really cool. So thank you.
You're not at a point where I think, mentally you're ready to take on that type of role play in your life. And that is also why a lot of girls, well, from my personal experience, from what I've had from my friends, that at that age, they felt very broken.
The crime statistics in South Africa tell a story of a nation that is at war with its women and children. In South Africa, a woman is killed every 3 hours. It's a femicide average that is 5 times the global average.
Now, a woman-led organization called a 1,000 Women Trust will be sending postcards to President Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa during the 16 days of activism.
In this facade of freedom that we call South Africa, we see the lack of humanity of our society.
Delays, bureaucracy, and corner cutting have left South Africans vulnerable and helpless.
What was a call for support in 2021 with colourful strands for a happy jersey worth about 700 Rand is now a global grant for phase 1 worth $76,000. This global grant will enable us to train facilitators, but the road is still far ahead. We need to get into schools. South Africa has 21 million young people who are impacted by South Africa's second pandemic of gender-based violence. We need your partnership to roll out a global grant for phase 2. This global grant will enable our expert-trained facilitators to enter into our communities of young people and help them to break the silence that is killing young children and women.
I am joined today by three inspiring Rotary and Rotaract members who are the heartbeat of Head to Heart. Girls Empowerment Ambassador Anne-Marie Mostert, Assistant Ambassador Emily O'Ryan, and President of the Rotary Club of Blouberg, South Africa, Rex Omami. Thank you for being here today. Emily, this project is such a story of hope and positive change. How are the Head to Heart curriculum and workshops continuing to create awareness of the femicide epidemic?
South Africa's gender-based violence rates are among the highest in the world and will not shift in my lifetime if we continue without the support of our various strategic stakeholders against femicide. Through the letters of 14,000 young people, we realize that violence is causing deep internal hurt without sufficient support and resources to truly shift the needle towards peace. In over 10 schools in South Africa, the Head to Heart program has since become structured around three things: defining gender-based violence, identifying gender-based violence, and responding appropriately to gender-based violence. This includes a flagship project where we encourage active citizenship by sending a postcard to Parliament in order to end the killing of women and children in South Africa.
Emily, 14,000 postcards is impressive. Rex, you are a Rotary leader with a passion for working with youth in Africa, and you participated in a Head to Heart workshop. And what was that experience like for you?
Participating in the Head to Heart workshop was an incredibly impactful experience for me. The engagement and openness of the youth participants were remarkable. They found a safe space to discuss critical topics like consent and power dynamics, which are often unspoken in their lives. Many participants described it as life-changing. Witnessing their transformation reaffirmed my passion for working with African youth through Rotary and Rotaract. It's incredible to see them find their voices and develop essential life skills.
Yes, a powerful way to find their voices. Anne-Marie, you have been such an ally and mentor for Head to Heart, and you encouraged developing the $70,000 Rotary Foundation Global Grant to fund this project. And how is that grant money making a difference?
The Head to Heart Global Grant Phase 1 is shifting the needle towards peace. There are in-person quality training, workshops, connections and interventions designed as a pathway to change behavior, using reliable, credible, and accredited training material, carefully designed by leading experts. It has improved and contributed to positive learning outcomes. Understanding the problem and engaging the right stakeholders assisted Emily and her team to deliver change. They are also monitoring the effectiveness and desired outcomes and will continue to build on lessons learned. Emily is a beacon of hope in our beloved South Africa. Positive peace will not be possible without the collective support.
Listening to all of you, it's clear that the Head to Heart movement takes all of you, it takes all of us, it takes an entire generation of South African youth to make change. And so I would like to ask each of you, what are just a few words that express what you see, what you hope for the future of Head to Heart? And Rex, let's begin with you.
One word for me would be peace. Peace is fundamental for all communities, but it's disrupted by gender-based violence. Building and maintaining peace are vital steps in reconstructing communities affected by gender-based violence globally.
And Anne-Marie, what are your words and what do they mean to you?
My word is Ubuntu. I am because you are. The belief in a universal bond of sharing that connects all humanity.
Emily, what are the words that express the future that you hope for Head to Heart?
My word would be voices. In South Africa, there is a dangerous silence which I hear turned into voices of youth for peace. I want these voices to reach the world.
Peace begins with us, peace begins at home. And peace begins with all of us taking action. Emily, how can our viewers become involved? How can we all help?
Thank you to everyone who is continually working towards peace. The link and QR code on the screen will enable you to support us in many ways. One is to watch the video shown today again, or to share it with someone who might be interested to see it. Alternatively, you can send a digital postcard of solidarity to South Africa or donate to funding a workshop. We would love to hear from you, and we can't do this alone. So we invite you to join voices with us. Indeed, positive peace will not be possible without your support as Rotary members and our friends in building peace around the world.
Thank you, Emily, Anna Marie, and Rex, for being people of action and advocates for the girls and women of South Africa. And thank you all for joining us for this urgently important and inspiring conversation. I hope that you have been energized and inspired by the Rotary People of Action and projects showcased during this celebration. As we have experienced, there is no shortage of need, and the impact is significant when the power of Rotary is focused on girls' empowerment. And so, on behalf of the Girls Empowerment Ambassadors and the girls of our world, thank you for celebrating with us. Be well, everyone.